What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fox Raceway National, the Paula National. This week in MXA, we are going racing. We're not testing bikes, we're not watching the pros, we're not interviewing the pros. We are actually racing today, and it's gonna be a fun time. I'm riding the 2022 Honda CRF450 Works Edition. Got some suspension, muffler put on there by Pro Circuit. It's gonna be a good day. We got 4 MXA test riders putting it in the show today, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. Welcome to the privateer pits. It's a little different than the factory pits, and MXA's Trevor Nelson is gonna take you along for a day in the life of a MXA test rider at the Nationals.
Yeah, so I was trying to figure out a way to afford to go to more of these races. I needed a gasoline sponsor because it's too expensive. So I texted all my buddies and see who was willing to give me 40 bucks to be on my swing arm. And I got a bunch of homies to give me some money, help me out with a little sponsorship, and here I am.
We also got ETS USMX 21 K2. This is like rocket fuel from KTM. It's the same stuff that the factory Red Bull KTM stuff uses. So ETS, this stuff is strong on your nose. I don't know if my nose is gonna be the same after today, but it's gonna be going fast on the track. Dude. What do you think?
Looks great.
Nice.
Good to have you out here.
Thanks. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
How long until they're sending us? A couple minutes?
Yeah, we got, last time I checked it was 4, probably 3 now. 3 now.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're swapping all the suspension and everything onto this bike.
Oh, this was like your racing initially?
It was, yeah.
You need a new off-road bike.
Well, yeah, RX is best, baby.
That's the problem. Nothing. No, the shot, dude. That's the. I'm telling you, it's the weirdest. The nut is toasted.
Do you have a Dremel or anything that can cut a bolt off? Bike was running, bike stopped running. Now we're trying to make bike go running again.
Because it's probably just spinning now.
It is spinning now. I'm torquing it, and it's kind of, that's how I got it this far.
You're like, yeah, now you got it hard again, right?
Yeah, made like 3.5 laps of practice. Started to slow down and then started to die, and now we're trying to get her back up and going again. And I pulled off the track to see what was going on with the bike, and then it died. It was making some knocking noises, so it ran great on Tuesday. All we did is change the oil, put a new clutch in it, so not really sure what changed, but we got an RX right here. We'll swap over a few things.
Hi Trevor, we're in the LCQ, 48th overall in qualifying. Not so good, but I'm gonna hold this thing wide open and see what happens.
We're here
got Paula. Not quite as good as I was last year putting it in the show, so we're going to the LCQ. I have 24th gate pick. Try to rip a start and hang on for 4 laps.
So I got P1 for the LCQ, missed qualifying by 100th of a second, but we're gonna try to get a good start and get in the hard way. That's the way I like it. Just thinking about SpongeBob episodes right now, trying to calm myself down. See how it works. Used to that nice East Coast days.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening, bro. It's so crazy.
All right, so qualifying was hectic, but it was fun. Jumped out right away on the first parade lap, and how they do it here for the Nationals is you get 1 sight lap, and then you go straight into qualifying, which is pretty intense. You gotta learn the track in 1 lap, see what the ruts are all about, the jumps are all about, and then green flag and qualifying starts right away. And then I was up front with the guys. That was fun. I got a decent time, and then the bike started slowing down. I thought like the rear brake was dragging or something. Then I started to hear some wild noises going on in the engine, and I pulled off the track as the noises were starting to happen, and eventually it died. Wouldn't start up again. Had to push it all the way back. Josh Fout got me going again. We got the Honda Works Edition 450 that we were racing. Now I had the spare bike, the CRF450RX, the cross-country model. We swapped suspension, wheels, and muffler over, tank, graphics, plastics, and now we're running the off-road bike in the race. So people made a joke before that I should race the off-road bike at a national, and now I am, so it's pretty funny. Okay, expectations and goals for the motos. Last year I think I was 32-27 in the motos on a stock KTM 450 at the last round of the series, but there was a lot of guys injured by then, so it was a lot easier to qualify, a lot easier to score well. I'm on a bike with suspension now, so that's good. That'll help with the big bumps, but there's a lot of the good riders that are still healthy and going fast, so I qualified 30th overall, and my goal always is 20th. If you come to a national, you only score points in the top 20. 21st to 40th, no points. So the goal is always 20th, and we'll see if we can reach that. Last year I was so nervous I couldn't eat, barely could drink, and I was just super nervous. This year I'm a lot more relaxed, just gonna go have fun and do my best and try not to get hurt.
Well, nothing like starting off my first national with a fire drill. My guy's pushing his bike back, I can't find him. You know,
Yeah, when it was like
might as well just do the full experience.
First moto was in the books. Ashley is giving me the VIP treatment. I didn't even ask for this. I lost my marbles on the first couple laps, and I was getting freight trained by everybody. And then found my marbles, started going and just riding a pace that I felt was good, a safe pace, and I felt it ended up actually being pretty good because I was keeping up with some good riders. And then the last couple laps, I made one big mistake, and then after that I got pretty tired but yeah, hectic. I mean, it's just something you can't prepare yourself for. It was a good time. I think we ended up 29th. Got one more to go. All right, guys, so overall, it was a lot of fun racing today. First moto was definitely the highlight of the day. You know, qualifying, we started off, we did 3.5 laps, pushed the bike all the way from the far end of the track back to the pits, fire drill in the pits to get all of our suspension, wheels, plastics swapped over from the WE Works Edition 450 over to the RX Cross Country Edition 450. I'm glad I brought that bike. Went out for the second qualifying session, had some decent lap times, but not great. And then first moto, first lap or two, I was a fish out of water. I lost my marbles. I picked up my marbles 2 or 3 laps in and charged pretty good. I was really impressed and proud of myself moving forward, making passes, and got up to like 25th, I believe. And then the last couple laps, I lost my marbles again and dropped back to 28th in the first moto. But really stoked that I could push through and have some fun on that CRF450RX. That was definitely the highlight of the day, the first moto. Second moto, pretty much didn't have my marbles the whole time. Didn't have a whole lot of steam in me, but I ended up 30th. There's a couple big moments on the track where I almost crashed, but overall, good day. CRF450 this weekend. Pro circuit muffler, pro circuit suspension. Otherwise, for the most part, pretty stock. And next weekend we'll be on the KX450 SR. Today I went 28.30 for 30th overall. So 28 paid $270, and the 30th in Moto 2 paid $250. So I just covered my entry fees, which was $300, and then I'm climbing up the ladder on what it costs to get my AMA Pro license. So hopefully next week we make a little more money and can cover those entry fees. But thanks to Motocross Action, we test bikes. And why are we here racing the Nationals? I'm not fully, in shape, but it's not a full race-ready effort, but it is a lot of fun. I raced professionally for a few years. It was full-time for me. I put a lot of pressure on myself, and my 30th back then hurt. It was a big bummer, and so it's a lot more fun now to be a guy who's got a job during the week, testing bikes, writing articles, doing videos, and to come out here a lot less pressure so we can have a lot of fun. Thanks to Josh Fout for being my mechanic for the day, my wife, my family, my friends, and the supporters that helped out this bike and put it together for this week. So overall, a lot of fun. Thanks to T. Nelly behind the camera right here, and we'll see you guys next week. Let us know in the comments what you want to see from Hangtown on the KX450 SR.